Hi everyone. First off, I just want to say sorry for the sort of less than explosive video today. I'm really tired. Today's video is going to be about, unsurprisingly, autistic burnout and what that feels like to me. Now, everyone's experience will be different, but this is how it feels like to me. And I'm about a week into this now, and I'm feeling really tired, like overwhelmingly tired. Like, I woke up tired. All I've managed to do today is sort the animals. I run a non-profit for elderly and disabled animals, so I have the animal care to do. So I've sorted the animals, I've walked our disabled dog. I have done things, like clean out litter trays, from the whole thing. And I've made the family breakfast, sorted the breakfast things. And that's basically it. And I am at, I think it's about 11:30 a.m, something like that, when I'm doing this video. And I'm so tired. I was in two minds whether to do this video or not, because I know it's not going to have much energy in it, but I thought it was also important to know what it's like. So strap in. I apologise if this is a long video, but I'll do my best to explain it. So about a week ago, I started to feel really low and sad, I suppose is the word. I don't feel depressed. I felt sort of sad, and I started to get really bad pins and needles, tingly, numb hands and arms and fingers. I can't really think of a trigger other than just everything. Daily life is just overwhelming sometimes. And it's just sort of got progressively worse from there, really. And the fatigue for me is the worst thing. The fatigue and the sort of irritability, the lack of sorry, it's hard for me to get my words out. The lack of clarity is horrible, but I can't accommodate for other people, so finding it very difficult with my autistic son, because obviously I have to be the parent, I have to make the meals, I have to do everything, and it's incredibly difficult when you're really fatigued and exhausted and just overwhelmed in general. The noise is really difficult. He's being really noisy in the room next to me right now. She's driving me around the bend, but I've asked him to be quiet, but this is him being quiet. So anyway, for years, I'm very new to understanding autism and understanding that I'm autistic. And for years and years, I thought that this was hormonal. I thought that this just happened because it's so cyclical. I thought it was a hormonal thing. It's only recently that I've really understood that it's not hormonal. Perhaps hormones might play a part, but it's not a hormonal thing. It doesn't happen every month. And when it does happen, it really just feels like everything's in slow motion. Like everything I do is in slow motion, even though it's not. And it feels like I'm just wading through mud, trying to get to the next thing. And I'm the kind of person that when I have things to do, I will do them unless I'm literally my arm's fallen off or something and physically incapable of doing it. I will do it even if it makes me feel even worse. So I find that really difficult because I'm very active usually. I do a lot of exercise and I do things like that, and I feel like if I can't do that, I feel like I've let myself down and let my body down and do all the things that usually make me feel really good, like exercising, like being in nature. I feel so just drained and I don't know if I can even do them, and then that sort of makes me feel even worse. But like I said, over the years I thought it was hormones. I don't really understand it at all. And it's only really recently, and also with my husband being autistic, my husband's just gone through a burnout period. And there's things that he's sort of come out of it, because both of us together being in it would be really difficult, especially as we're parents and we have a child and animals to look after. We both just can't stop. But the things, the way I describe it, like I feel so irritated and so upset that I just want to crawl out of my skin. Being in my own skin is uncomfortable. Like, I'll just want to open the window and just scream, but I don't know why. You know, I can't tell you why I feel the way I do, but I feel trapped and I feel uncomfortable in my own skin and my own body, in my own mind. And I can fully understand why over the years I have felt, when I've not been in a more stable position like I am now. You know, I'm happily married for a long time, and I'm in a stable position, emotionally stable position. When I haven't been in an emotionally stable position, I totally understand now why I felt like I didn't want to be here anymore, you know, and how I would drink myself to sleep. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it is so difficult to be me when I feel like this. And it's so weird, because I don't even say I'm depressed. I don't feel depressed. That's because it's not necessarily depression. It's just the way my mind works. My brain is. And that's coming to terms with that it's not depression. It's not anxiety. It's because of my autistic brain. And I'm hoping some people will relate to this. I'm sorry if it just sounds like complete arse to some people, which it will do. But like, I'm so tired. I sleep for like 10 hours. I sleep well. I'm so blessed to not have any sleep issues in that respect. But I'll sleep for 10 hours. And then I'll, like yesterday, day before, I just have to sleep in the afternoon for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, because I cannot physically do anymore, stay awake. I can't, doesn't matter what I'm doing, my body just basically just goes no and sends me to sleep. And then I wake up and I think, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. And then, yes, I 100% sleep again for like 10 hours. But I'm still, for the rest of the day, even though I've had all that sleep, absolutely exhausted and wading through the mud again. So I really just wanted to say that if I don't get a lot of videos out this week, that's why. I'm hoping I'll get at least one more out. Try and put some energy behind it for a short period of time just to film the video. But it's just the understanding. I mean, the understanding doesn't make it feel any better. I still feel like utter dog turd. But and when I say that, I don't mean I feel like it. Like, my body's okay. I ache just from some weights that I did last week, but my body's fine. I feel fine, like, in myself. But just the overwhelming exhaustion and the sort of skin crawling sensation. I've got my hands back. My hands aren't numb anymore, which is nice. But just, yeah, the overwhelming sensation of overwhelm. I can't really describe it. I'm sorry I'm doing such a crap job at describing it, but I really hope some other people, some autistic people who experience similar things can jump in here and help me out, because I really would love to know your experiences and how you work through them and what helps you get out of them, because at the moment we're due to go out tomorrow to the countryside, which we try and do once a week, and get out and walk and get exercise and be in nature. But at the moment I feel so exhausted by the thought of it. But then on the flip side, I'm so annoyed because I really want to go. It's really, really frustrating, and everything just becomes so much of a struggle. And my tolerance for people and sounds and noise and everything else is just so low. Like, I'll usually have some music on, or I'll watch some TV while I'm cooking or whatever, but at the moment I'm just like, no, I just like want no sound, just silence. And if anyone comes into that making sound, which they inevitably do, dog barks, my child's noisy, you know, my husband's a musician, for goodness sake, then I'm just like, I could go away. It's even worse than normal. But anyway, that's my experience with autistic burnout. This one, although it sounds awful, actually isn't that bad, in the sense of the panic isn't as bad, but perhaps that's because I'm making sure I'm not putting myself in situations. Last time I felt like this, I guess, was about when we first moved here. It was probably about a year and a half ago, and I had it really, really, really bad. Didn't understand it at that point, but that was like really bad. Like, couldn't even drive properly. It was like I smacked into a car in the car park, and I came home, almost had a panic attack. It was like really bad, just because I didn't understand it and I didn't give myself the time and space to be just by myself. But anyway, I'll be fine. I know I'll be fine. It will pass. I have no idea how long it'll take. Like I said, it's been about a week now, and it's just feeling like it's just getting worse. And it might get worse and before it gets better, but it will get better. And I have to remember that, however long it lasts. Anyhow, what's your experience with autistic burnout or shutdowns or anything like that? I'd really love to know. And what's helped you, because perhaps that might work for me or for someone else too. Anyhow, thank you for watching. If you've made it this far, I commend your patience and dedication, and thanks so much. And please like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.